It's now week 3 of the Wolfey Draft League, and after going 1-1, it's time to take on my boy ShadyPenguinn, who picked up some insane wins last season. Let's go over my team. Like I said, I'm playing my boy ShadyPenguinn for week 3, and we finally are taking my Alolan Raichu, Ness, off the bench. Ness actually has a really good matchup here. Faster than the entire team, except for Meowstic when it Mega Evolves. Threatens them with Psychic plus Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's great into Corviknight. Psychic just strong into Garchomp. But speaking of Garchomp, I'm a little bit annoyed, which is why we have Round, and you can see the little Sylveon in the corner down there, so you can probably guess what that's for. But we do have 6 defense EVs, and this lets me live 3 Jolly Scale Shots from Garchomp 90% of the time, so obviously there's a chance that they can kill. And then Encore is really cool because we can lock Corviknight into Protect or Tailwind, or we can lock opposing Pokemon like Floette into Calm Mind, basically allowing Ness just to have a good shot. So, of course, I already mentioned it, but next up we have my Sylveon Snake. Hyper Voice is very strong into my opponent, dealing massive damage to Pokemon like Umbreon and Mega Garchomp, as well as Tauros. We do have the Fairy Aura boost from his Mega Floette Eternal, if he opts to bring it. And then Round from my Raichu combos really well with Round from Sylveon. So Round is typically a normal type attack, and it's 60 base power. But if one person goes for Round and another person has it, they immediately go for Round in the next turn, ignoring speed tiers. So by rounding into rounding, it also becomes 120 base power, and in this case, it's also Pixelate boosted. This allows me to knock out Garchomp before Garchomp can go for Earthquake or Scale Shot into a Alolan Raichu. Quick Attack lets me pick off weakened Pokemon. Of course, Attack is for Protect, and at this point, I have just max overall bulk. That way we can take 2 Brave Birds from Corviknight, as well as Earthquakes from Garchomp prior to Mega Evolution. Another first for this week, Vitus is coming off the bench. We have my Calm Mind, Stored Power, Endure Amarouge with Weak Armor. Now, Quick Attack actually combos pretty well with this because you can actually activate your Weak Armor, but Amarouge is really good natural typing, right? It can take on Mega Floette Eternal, which is really big. It can also take on Meowstic and Gardevoir, resisting Gardevoir's Dual Stab, also resisting everything from Scovillain. So Heat Wave and Stored Power are extremely strong, especially when Stored Power is Twisted Spoon boosted. I'm faster than a lot of versions of my Lodic, and at +2 speed, I'm faster than basically Scarfers on Shady's team, as well as some Tailwind Monts. But Heat Wave allows me to hit 2 targets. Stored Power again gets boosted, Calm Mind, and Endure. This also is good into like Fake Out from Meowstic, being able to boost my speed. Just giving my Amarouge just a chance of sweeping my opponent. Also, with my special defense and HP, I survived 2 Moonblast from max special attack Floette. I don't think a week's gonna go by where I don't bring Noobish my Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan obviously provides some fake out board control. We have Ice Punch for Mega Garchomp, Fire Punch for Corviknight, and then Double Edge can nuke something like Gardevoir. It's just full on attacking. I know most weeks so far I've done more support, but this is just jolly max speed to speed tie Tauros at worst. I have Inner Focus just in case Tauros comes for Intimidate, because the Fake Out plus Double Edge combo will kill since I ignore Intimidate. I also can't be flinched from Meowstic's Fake Out, which is really nice. And again, just my big damage for the team. And we also have my Choice Scarf Basculegion, another Pokemon that's probably coming, not necessarily this set, but Basculegion is probably coming to most. Zero over here can run Adamant this week. We don't need Jolly. There's not too many fast Pokemon on that team. Wave Crash, Flip Turn, Aqua Jet, Last Respects. Not really too much to talk about here, but it's basically a backup check to Pokemon like Calm Mind, Floette. Or if something like Corviknight that's not bulking up, but just, going for Roost and Tailwind is coming out of hand, I can hit him with Adaptability, Wave Crash. Yeah, I know Last Respects gets stronger. And lastly, we have Vaughn, my Swords Dance Scizor. We are running the Citrus Berry. This allows me to basically recover from Earthquakes from Garchomp, which is very difficult to switch into for my team. It's also good for Moonblast, like Ruin, which I can live. I have a lot of speed. I'm actually faster than a lot of versions of my Lodic, so I can deal with it via Swords Dance and Bug Bite. Bullet Punch is nice for picking off and checking Floette. And then Protect, of course, just to ignore damage. So that is the LA Wakers Week 3 team versus my boy ShadyPenguinn. If you guys do enjoy this week or have been enjoying the draft content, feel free to let me know. Feel free to leave a like. And we are about 14,000 subscribers away from 500,000. So if you do enjoy this battle at any given point and you want to join me on that journey, feel free to. Absolutely zero pressure, but you can help me get there. I think it's an incredible milestone, and we'll see what happens if I get there before the end of the year. But yeah, let's jump right into the game. All right, we're here fighting my boy, Mr. ShadyPenguinn. ShadyPenguinn. And looks like he didn't bring Mega Garchomp, so I'm less inclined to go Sylveon mode in this game, especially since it's not really hitting much for super effective damage. I do like Kangaskhan plus Amarouge. I also do like... because you could definitely have Thunder Wave too. I also do like Raichu plus Amarouge, but I kind of like Kangaskhan Amarouge a lot. I think Amarouge actually has only one bad matchup, which is Milotic, and I can technically beat it 1v1 as well. Make sure you subscribe to my boy Shady, by the way. He's the GOAT. Make sure you sub to my boy Shady. In the back, no Umbreon. Whoa. So Last Respects is nice in the end game too. I could definitely see myself doing this. This also gives me something just in general. It's a nice response to the bull. And then, I mean, I can get some priority to be able to deal with... I can either get priority to be able to deal with Scizor, or excuse me, to deal with Floette, or I can go Raichu, which is decent in the Sash, but I think it's better in the lead. So I think I'll go you, just to have some priority. This allows me to deal, just like I said, this allows me to deal with Floette if it gets out of hand. I'm also faster than Milotic, and I can SD up. Raichu might have been better with its Sash in the back, but I think we're okay. If I'm not, well, I'll find. I got 3 games to figure it out, so that's the way VGC goes. 1 game at a time. Literally 1 game at a time. Oh, I hope my nicknames stay. Oh, I don't think my nicknames stay, because I don't think their nicknames stay. No! Noobish! Vitus, no! That's annoying. I think I calm mind up here. I fake out Milotic. Maybe there's Protect plus Rage Powder. I don't know. Maybe it's a Will-O-Wisp from Scovillain. Obviously, it's a regular Scovillain, so I didn't write down anything on Team Preview, by the way. Milotic, Scovillain, but I have a memory. So we have Corvi, Mega Floette. There's the Protect, as you should. Oh, I should pay attention. I assume it's a Protect. Nope. Okay, I do 1,000,000,000% to that. Corvi, and then there was a Tauros in the back. Get my calm mind up. Oh, that Milotic is fast. Tauros Bull. That Milotic hella fast. Bro got the special attack raise and the attack fell. Okay. Oh, the Meowstic. Okay, that was the guy. Does it show which one it is actually in preview? Does it show guy or girl? It's guy. Dude. Alright, I assume this is going to be... I mean, I'm going to double edge into this, and if they want a Rage Powder, that's fine too. And just simply go for a Heat Wave. If they Rage Powder with Scovillain, then I end up hitting that. Double edge will definitely put Milotic in Heat Wave range if it doesn't just straight up smoke it. And again, if they go for the Rage Powder, I'm okay. Because then next turn I can... I mean, I'll kill Scovillain here, so they can't go for the Rage Powder stuff next turn. I assume this is Citrus. No Citrus proc. So it definitely goes down to Rage, which is good. And, okay, my Amarouge is faster. Perfect. So Scovillain goes down. Beautiful. We get some damage off of Milotic. And then we're also setting up for the Protect, Moody. Oh, I got a burn on Milo. I didn't want to burn. That might actually hurt. And they go for Coil. There's Coil Hypnosis, Protect Rage. That might actually hurt because I don't think I have any Intimidate on my team. I have Crocodile. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. Meowstic comes out. It's going to go for some Coil, Gravity, Hypnosis. I'm just going to go for Double Edge. And I think I'm just going to Heat Wave again. Double Edge plus Stored Power. Maybe Calm Mind again. I gotta find out what the Milotic set is. It's definitely Coil Hypnosis. I assume a Fake Out comes out. I like Calm Mind again just because if I get the speed boost, I'm in a good spot. I obviously have to be very worried about Milotic here. And I assume this guy has Fake Out. Or maybe it's just Thunder Wave immediately. Skill Swap. Ooh, Prankster! You're a bad guy. Gnosis. I didn't also pay attention to what the other guy got, but I do know by going for another Coil, I am a giant threat. So while they can hit Hypnosis, which isn't 100% accurate, by the way, while they can hit Hypnosis, if they did have Marvel Scale, which I was not paying attention to, Coil Hypnosis most likely Muddy Water Recover. I'm still going for another attack into that. And I'm going to go for Stored Power into you. I think my Lodic has to waste a turn going for Hypnosis on Amarouge. Yep. Again, Kangaskhan already burns a turn, and Amarouge burns his turn here. So Kangaskhan's guaranteed to wake up at least next turn. Yeah, it's guaranteed to wake up next turn. And they go for Light Screen. Skill Swap, Light Screen. Okay, so Kangaskhan again is guaranteed to wake up next turn. I'm not really too worried about the really, really slow Meowstic since it can't do much. I think it's just a double attack into my Lodic. Again, if they want to go for Coil, that's fine too. With that Light Screen up, it makes sense so they can recover for free. But Kangaskhan, like I said, guaranteed to wake up here. Amarouge burnt the initial turn to sleep, so it could get a first turn wake. And if it doesn't, it'll guarantee wake up next turn. The way they change these sleep moves is big. What if they switch out Meowstic just to get the Prankster again? You know, I met Shady, or not met, I met up with Shady yesterday, IRL, and we were talking about all the stuff he can do. So it looks like he does go for a Muddy Water here. Oh my god, my Double Edge did 2,000%. With this chance if Amarouge wakes up, it just kills it. They skill swap. Alright, what do I get? What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? I got competitive. Okay, so it is my competitive. Oh, and Amarouge does wake up, so I'm going to be able to kill my Lodic here. I assume it went for Muddy Water. I was +2, so there wasn't really much that could kill it there. That was really cool, though, to see that happen. Yeah, Amarouge gets the first turn. Well, I guess the 33% chance, because like it's the first one, and then the next one it was just waking up anyway. Well, my Kangaskhan doesn't have much attacks. Floette comes out. I'm going to go Scizor here. And I'm just going to spam Heat Wave, obviously. I feel like I brought at least the proper 4 in this one. I got a little lucky with the sleep turn on Amarouge. Had it not woken up, I would have taken at least Muddy Water damage, maybe got an accuracy drop. And then they could have gotten the Prankster recover next turn. I think it still would have been a lot of damage I was doing. No, actually, no, because of the skill swap. So I actually got a little lucky there with Amarouge waking up. I mean, it was either that turn or the next turn, but it's still, like, you can't... I'm switching out so I keep my ability. Oh my god, and then you give Parental Bond to Floette? Yo! And then it hits me twice. Is that even better? Wait, that might actually be worse. Wait, that might legitimately be worse. I'm pretty sure its ability, Fairy Aura, hits harder than hitting once, and then going for another hit after that. It definitely hits harder. It definitely hits harder. Alright, Psychic. Just going for a Spadef drop, maybe. Look at that Parental Bond. No Spadef drop? Okay, so we get a strong Heat Wave off. And then we simply Bullet Punch the Floette and go for another Heat Wave from there. I'm a little annoyed that my nicknames didn't go through, though. I'm sorry. My Kangaskhan's supposed to be Noobish. My Scizor's supposed to be Vaughn. This is supposed to be Vitus, my Amarouge. Oh, because when I went to Indy, I turned off nicknames because they told us to, even though they never checked. That's unfortunate. I do have a lot of attack on this, so I think Floette dies. Yep. Okay, good job, Scizor. I assume next turn he tries and goes for the Tailwind mode, and there's Reflect. Okay, so we know the whole moveset on Meowstic. We also know Naturally Faster. What's your right than Amarouge? All right. Amarouge put in work. Good game one. Definitely the wake up mattered. Obviously it was Coil, Hypnosis, Recover, plus Muddy Water. So if I didn't wake up, he can get a Recover next turn. I just think he didn't have enough to pressure Amarouge because of the Combine boost, he really couldn't do a lot. Like Muddy Water isn't being boosted, right? By Coil, so just the accuracy. Okay, so in this case, I definitely want to go the Raichu route. I think Raichu plus Amarouge is also extremely strong. Yeah, Raichu Amarouge is good. This deals with Corviknight plus whatever next to it. I still like Basculegion. Do I want to keep Kanga at home? I think it's smart to have Scizor. Well, Scizor will only beat... Well, Scizor will also actually beat... No. I think having Fake Out in the back is actually not terrible. Fake on next to Basket Legion is not terrible. But SD Scizor is just super good here. There's 2 Mons that beat it, 2 fire types. I guess Corviknight. No, I should bring Kanga. I should bring Kanga in the back. Scizor gave me like a little last Mon thing to do with it, but like I would have been fine anyway because I had Scarf Basket Legion in the back just to click last respects. There was some mind game. Shady was like, you know I have to bring Umbreon versus you. And I generally thought he'd bring Umbreon into me. But I think he's pretty good into this guy anyway. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Because if Amarouge Combines up, we're in a good spot. I think Raichu. Shout out to Raichu as well coming out here. Shout out to Ness. All right, so Corviknight plus this. Corviknight plus this ain't bad. I'm going to immediately go for Thunderbolt on Corviknight, which has an extremely rough matchup here. And I'm going to go for Combine. Amarouge is nasty with this. Leech Seed would be annoying, but like there's not a lot there. Like there might be a Rage Powder plus... I could see a Rage Powder plus Tailwind. He just lets me Thunderbolt Corviknight. Woo, that did a lot. 75%? Does have the Citrus though. Let's put Citrus. Let's write that down. Write that down, write that down. And yeah, Amarouge next. Like, just not having Garchomp mode in this made Amarouge seem a lot better. And with the Combine boost, he doesn't have a lot to actually be able to KO this. Ooh, he did it! He did it! He wanted to do it so badly. All right, he wanted to do it so badly. I know he did. I know he did. And he gets a Spadef Raise too, which is really cool. Yo, he got this. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is actually we're gonna Encore Scovillain, lock it into whatever the hell it's gonna go for, and I'm gonna go for Endure. And this will allow me to live every attack. Spicy, I love it. And this will allow me to get a speed boost on my Amarouge, which is faster than Corviknight. So that means, and I'll get +2 speed. So that means I'll be faster than it even with Tailwind up. That was so cool. He hits a Spadef Raise on Scovillain, which is scary. Like, imagine this was Mega Scovillain. Obviously, he didn't have enough points for it. He also has 1,500 Megas on his team. There's Tailwind up. Citrus, Tailwind. I didn't write that down. I can see a Brave Bird plus double attack. All right, so we get the Endure off. This is going to allow me to outspeed in the following turn. And then by getting Encore off on Scovillain, I kind of stop it. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, you got the defense drop, though. All right, so Brave Bird is here. This is going to give me a speed. It's going to bring me down to 1 HP. It's going to activate my stuff here. It's going to activate my weak armor. So I get my speed boost. And then I Encore the Scovillain so it can't click Rage Powder next turn. And not that it matters because I'm obviously not attacking into it. But my Amarouge should be faster this turn. Bro got another... Yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. Pretty sure my Amarouge is going to be faster this turn if I paid attention. Let's find out if I did. Because the Spicy Extract guy can't do anything else. I also went for Psychic into Scovillain. Just in case it's a switch, but... Because Amarouge should hit first. So if something comes in... Maybe it goes Milo. Maybe I should just Thunderbolted. Because Scovillain can't do anything. But assuming Scovillain switches, Psychic plus Heat Wave is good anyway. Let's see, Mr. Amarouge. I wish Weakness Policy was in the game. Alright, so I do go first, which is beautiful. We KO Corviknight. There's not a lot of Tailwind turns left. I think there's only 1 turn left. And I still have my Sashing attack, which is good. Hey, yo. Bro's giving me... Look at my stats. Look at my stats. Alright, so we go for Psychic there. Beautiful. Hey, calm down, bro. You don't need all that. Okay, but up drop dropping is good, though. What is in the back? I think I Encore Milo. It's Floette. Okay, no matter what Floette does, I Encore. And I Endure this turn. I Encore and Endure. Encore means that if Floette tries to go for Calm Mind, I'm in a good spot. I lock it in. And then with Tailwind being gone, Basket Legion will always be able to beat it when stuff dies. Like literally when stuff dies, Basket Legion will always be able to beat it. Fairy Aura, maybe a Dazzling Gleam. I get the Endure off, which guarantees next turn, Tailwind ends, and Amarouge is faster. Spicy Extract, which is all you can click. There's Dazzling Gleam, which is very fair. Okay, nice. So we lock you into Dazzling Gleam. You can only always go for the attack there. And I'll be faster with my guys, except for that guy. But that guy getting no speed F is actually really big here. Because next turn I can just Psychic. I think I still go for Psychic Heat Wave. I think it's more important to KO Scovillain to have Basket Legion in the back. If I can KO, of course. So they're forced to Spicy Extract because of the Encore. Raichu doing good things here. Do we land our Heat Wave is the question. We do. We land on both. I think Scovillain goes down. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, Shady. That's rough. Because, Scovillain definitely goes down to this Psychic. But obviously because of that crit, it's going to be a double down on my side too. But he's locked into that move. He can't protect. He can't do anything annoying with it. And then it's last 2 Mons. I always have Fake Out support, and I always have my guys. I always have Last Respect. I'll go you on the left and you on the right. And because I do have Inner Focus prior to Mega Evolving, I'm in a good spot. And it's Tauros too. It's literally Tauros. So I bring out Basket Legion. All we gotta do is fake out the Tauros, and then I go for Wave Crash into Floette, and then we should be able to do that. Because of the Inner Focus prior to Mega Evolving, we don't care. Yeah, we just Wave Crash Floette. Floette dies. Mega Evolve and hit the Tauros. Floette cannot do anything besides Dazzling Gleam here. Maybe he's hoping that I'm not Scarf on Basket Legion in this game. And obviously, if Tauros ends up being Scarf itself, like, we'll find out immediately after if they flinch first. But I don't think this could stop the onslaught of this. I'm not sure. So we get the Fake Out off. Beautiful. Max Tack Fake Out. Does Tauros flinch first? It does. So it was Scarf Tauros, or it was just... No, it literally was Scarf Tauros. But there's no combination of moves that... And he was hoping that I wouldn't be Scarf Basket Legion. But there's no combination of moves that Tauros can lock itself in. Like, it literally... Maybe it could Rock Slide flinch forever. Yeah, I think it has to try to do that. But I don't think there's a combination of moves that can beat this. I got a nasty crit on Floette. I think I might have lived Wave Crash. I might have been forced to Last Respect. Okay, he does go for the Wild Charge. Does a lot. It does a lot. But like I said, there was no dual combo he could do with a Scarf Tauros that could win the end game. And then Basket Legion should be able to pick off Tauros there, getting the last KO of the game. And that's a good game. All right. Amarouge is really cool. I think the Fire type is really spicy, no pun intended, in this one. I genuinely did enjoy seeing this Scovillain. And had I not been Endure on my Amarouge, that Corviknight might have actually taken another Pokemon or two. And it would have been really tough. The Spicy Extract plus like Scarf Tauros is also a really, really cool endgame. I'm sad that we could not have our nicknames here. But I told you guys who they were at least. You guys know who you are. I'll turn them on for the next one. But you know what? Let me actually go to this and actually do this mechanic. Yes. Let me actually do this mechanic right now. Or this change right now, because nicknames should be shown. It's the whole point. Sub-menu, what is it? Settings. Battle. On. Okay. Cool. So now nicknames are shown for the following. But I'm going to hit my boy Shady if he's down for a post-game interview. And I'll see you guys in the next game. Thank you so much for watching. So normally we would have a post-game interview, but unfortunately Shady was not feeling well. He was actually pretty sick when we played. And then during the week, it got really busy with not his schedule, but necessarily mine. So it was really tough to connect. And then the day we could connect, it actually was his birthday. I don't want to say actually. He was like, it was confirmed his birthday for many years at this point. So we weren't able to do the post-game interview, but that's my boy. We're chill. And yeah, hopefully in the future, we're able to do something. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Check out Shady, please.